Ilya waves her hands energetically, but for some reason she doesn't leave the forest.
おい、イリア。ちょっと城に行きたいんで、バサカにどいてくれって言ってくれないか。
そっか。城、私に会いに来たんじゃなくて、お城に行きたいんだ。それじゃあダメ。当家は第2条建設中につき、しばらく来訪をお断りしています。
Ilya waves her hand goodbye. Even if I wanted to stop her, an impenetrable wall is blocking my
いや
path.
待った。城に行きたいってのとイリアに会いたいってのは同義だと思う。
I say it like it is. Even I understand how girls feel.
城にしては上出来だけど、やっぱりダメ。だってお城には何もないもの。シローが来てもいいことなんてないし、聖杯戦争の手がかりもない。うちを調べるぐらいなら、街を歩き回ってた方が建設的よ。
そんなことない。イリアの城は面白い。
It's quite elegant inside. I can see Ilya whenever I want. And Sela and Liz are there too. As far as for the Holy Grail war clues, you'll never know if you don't look. I mean, Ilya is one of the masters too. Even if there is anything in the castle, even if there wasn't anything in the castle, there's still a chance Ilya herself getting involved in some kind of trouble.
もう考えてること丸分かりなんだから。シローにはあんまり来てほしくないんだけど、ここで断っても懲りずに何度もやってくるだろうしな。いいわ、どうしてもっていうなら考えてあげる。どうせ追い返してもやってくるんだものね。それならそれでちょっと変わった出し物を用意してあげましょう。
Her solemn expression suddenly changed into a suspicious-looking grin. This is the visage of an imp that has just come up with an extraordinarily new prank.
おい、イリア。なんかよからぬアイデアひらめいてないか？
A host welcoming their guest is great, but getting carried away with it is definitely not.
そうね。そうと決まれば急いで準備しなくっちゃ。森を開いて絶壁を作ってちゃんと出迎えの戦車も用意してっと。そうそう、セラとリズにも出番をあげなくっちゃ。主人失格よね。
She's not listening. I could already hear Yue's magic circuits turning on at full blast. From what I've heard, her magic just skips over logic and provides results. She's sort of a miniature Holy Grail. Whatever she wants, as long as it's something within the limits of her magical energy, it will somehow materialize, despite even Yulia herself not knowing how.
やっぱり海峡は必要よね。あれなくして何が城攻めかって感じ。迷路は、私の魔力量じゃそこまでは無理っぽいな。
An irreversible effect is unfolding at an amazing speed. Alas, the wish-granting power of the Holy Grail is being used on something really worthless.
なあ、イリア。俺、城に行きたいだけなんだけど。
準備ができたら喜んで招待してあげるわ。その時まで束の間の平和を謳歌してなさい。覚悟してね、お兄ちゃん。完成の暁にはこれでもかっていうぐらいキリキリ前にしてあげるんだから。
After proclaiming my death sentence, Ilya disappears into the mist. Bye, Ilya.
雲行きが怪しくなってきた。
I'll be fine. It looks like I'm going to have to overcome a terrifying trial in order to enter the Einsburn castle. The giant remained silent. Yet somehow I felt like he was saying, "Don't lose heart, boy," as a way of encouragement. Thanks, Herc. Love you too, buddy. See you, hopefully, in a really long time. What's at the school? Oh, there's so many fucking people. Archer, or not Archer. Let's go to the new person. Probably not Shinji. Probably not Shinji. So let's try it. Wonder who you're gonna be. After finishing lunch, I walked through the school building. Even though it's a holiday, I can see people here and there. It's probably the students who are working hard at their club activities. Sure, the building where the music and art room isn't even more crowded. For some reason, I turn around. Nothing in particular stands out. The only odd part is the fact that I have no reason to look behind me. I suddenly get an urge to drink some tea and head towards the student council room. I peer into the classrooms from the hall, and just as I thought, I can see several students inside. The hallway isn't exactly quiet, but behind me it's silent, even though I can hear people's voices from in front of me as I walk ahead. When I turn around, the hallway behind me is completely silent, like someplace else altogether. There is nothing in particular that stands out. There is no reason for me to turn. I'd understand if there was some reason for me to look behind, like if I'd felt a chill. But just looking back for no particular reason makes me feel uneasy. Ghost stories are getting popular lately, and I can see this becoming one. A story about having an urge to turn around when there's no reason to. Entrance exams are closing in, and a lot of students are becoming overly sensitive under the stress. These past 4 days, I've had a lot to think about, so I may just be worn out without realizing it. I don't like that. The student council room can wait for another time. I walk down the hall, controlling the frequent urge to look back. I leave the school. It's just after 9 p.m. and dinner's already over. There are no major events and everyone returns to their rooms. It's too early to go out. Let's go out. Oh, what? The moment I decide to go outside, I begin to feel sick. Is this a premonition or fear, or something I already know? It's time to go, yet this fear is slowly creeping in on me. Struggling to stay on my feet, I reach to the door for the door handle. One last time. Looking back just once, I make sure the image of the room as I leave stays firmly in my mind. It was freezing cold night. The moment I went outside, I felt like I had been thrown into a different world. The house was the only source of definite reality, while the rest of Fuyuki was an unsteady illusion. You go away, you go away, you go away. I can hear the panting of wild beasts in the mist. There isn't a single sign of human presence in town. I don't know who is behind it, but whoever it is, he is finally making his move. Kill you, kill you, kill you. A world where everything is extinct. The house before me is in shambles. A broken door. Shattered windows. A yard smeared with blood. Should I look inside it? I'll find the scene of a dissection. This is all very strange. Especially the fact that there's not a single piece of flesh to be found anywhere. Yet the course of events that transpired here is painfully clear. Emotions I've never experienced before excite my brain. Anger and hatred mixed together in just the right proportions. I hate this mass murderer that I haven't even seen yet. Can't see anything. Are we in like some like reality marvel or something where like everything's like different so you can't see what's wrong? And it's kind of like fucking up right here. I trace the reverberating panting. The soundless howling is directed at me. A barrage coming from every direction, hostility and pleading, hatred and envy. I feel sick down to my stomach. Hate you, hate you, hate you, hate you. I'll just go back home. That sounds like a lovely idea right about now, actually. The howling changes into roaring. Oh, dog. It's a dog. It's hard to believe, yet there is no doubt. The source of the howling is crouching in front of me.
なんだこいつ。
I know I've seen it before, yet my memory fails me. Just a little more. The moment the clock strikes midnight, somebody will tell me that, and I'll remember. Yes. The thing howls again, making a screeching sound. A frequency outside of my hearing range, a howl for sure, but in a voice that no human could hear. Do you think only you will be saved? The beast raises its head. Its eyes lock onto me, and it comes crawling towards me, its claws screeching against the ground. No thank you. I jump backwards to avoid it. A wild swipe of the beast's claws. If I get hit by its guillotine of a claw, I'm as good as dead. I'm better than I was back then, though. This is mere child's play compared to the beating Saber bestows upon me. Even with no chance of hitting me, the beast is relentless. Its arms swinging more violently with every blow, making it seem like there is no end to its vitality. Only you, only you, only you. The stream of undulations it showered me with only added to the darkness.
しまった、つい。
I could have let it keep going, but I counterattacked out of fear. I moved sideways to dodge the claws and kicked its wide open side with all my might. I knew it. It wasn't that much of a threat. The unidentified beast coughs painfully as its four is unable to get up. Grant.
おい、言葉がわかるなら答えろ。町をこんなにしたのはお前の仕業か。
But that can't be right. Should they happen to meet this creature, most people would be dead without as much as a fight. But that's limited only to a small area. This thing can empty out the whole town in just 1 hour. Grant.
わからねえやつだな。そんなこと聞いちゃいねえよ。俺はお前が何者なのかってことを。
Are you? I was going to finish. I realize that my surroundings are now flooded with these beasts. The choir of resentment sings in unity. The whole pack is crawling with them. Damn it, what? With this many, 20 minutes, let alone an hour, it should be more than enough to clean up the town. Can I go back home? I didn't want to see any of this. The tsunami steadily closes in on me. It reminds me of ants swarming over a corpse, or a person thrown into the Buddhist hell's mountain of needles. These claws will tear me limb from limb. My body, skull, eyeballs, skull, everything will be skewered. I start praying. Even though what's about to come is inevitable. Grant. Oh, shut the hell up. If you're gonna kill me, just do it. Repeating yourselves like idiots. If you have something to say, then spit it.
わかりませんか？彼らは願いを叶えろと言っているのです。
Voice I don't recognize. Reflexively, I raised my head. Oh, you're new. A beautiful voice resounding with silver tones. Right in the middle of the world, buried in the beast. Was the start of it all. I know her. I know this woman. But that would be an hour later. There's just no consistency to this. What? It's frustrating. I have to have all the pieces to the puzzles, but...
でもあなたは失敗した。まだここに来るのは早かったようね。
The horde of beasts is approaching. There is no escape. Death is upon me. Oh well. Even if I do manage to run away, the same thing will happen again.
消え去りなさい、罪人。あなたにはもうどこにも居場所はない。
A prayer-like ultimatum. Her eyelids finally closed, and Emiya Shiro is taken apart by the gospel singing at chorus of beasts. Oh, wow. Holy crap. The cluster of malice continues to spread. On the night of October 11th, Fuyuki met its end by a mountain of piled up corpses. Bad end restart. What? Are you kidding me? Damn it. Okay then. I gotta start over. Let's try something different. Let's go to school. I did that last time. Student council.
Ohayo, Emiya.
I need to find where I fucked up.
Oh, ohayo, Issei.
Wasn't expecting a bad end. I greet Issei, who had just come out of the student council room. As expected from the president of the student council, he's been enthusiastically fulfilling his duty since early morning.
そっか。一世はまだ生徒会長なんだよな。
不審なことを言うな、エミヤ。
Ryudo Issei, the student council president, still solid as a rock. Homurara's overseer with this very Issei, the student council's president. Anyway, since he was a first year, he was earmarked as the next student council president. He more than lived up to expectations, performing admirably. Even if he stepped down, he'd still be called President Ryudo. Even at future reunions, he would probably still be remembered as President Ryudo. But on the other hand,
部活は軒並み時代に引き継ぎしてるのにな。
仕方なかろう。用意こそしているが、引き継ぎたくても相手がいない。
oh, that was it. Issei's student council president, Oro, was too great, and as there was no suitable candidates, Issei was re-elected. It really was an unprecedented state of
い
affairs.
や、大荷物だな、一世。
うん。しかるべき人材が会長選で選ばれておれば、自分も元生徒会長と呼ばれていたはずなのだが、どうも今年の2年は新年と忍耐が未熟と見える。
Issei mutters to himself. This was causing him quite a few headaches. Even in conversation, he sounded lifeless.
生徒会の引き継ぎ難しいのか。
いや、そんなことはないのだが、現に今の執行部は2年の初期などを中心にして なんとか3月の再会長選に向けて動いている。
誰かめぼしい2年に働きかけたりしてないのか？前の副会長のことか、一世の教え子みたいなもんだったろ？
If I don't do that, the possibility of another failure is high. Still, with half a year remaining, don't tell me Issei intends to be held back a year in order to retain his student council president's post.
そうもいかん。彼女が自分の意思で立候補するならともかく、俺が推薦することはできん。
なんでさ？
彼女のためにならんし、下手をすると派閥を作ることになりかねん。傀儡政権とまではいかぬが、俺の推薦では体育連の部長たちがいい顔はすまい。そもそも生徒会は正当かつ民主的な選挙によって行われるべきもの。俺の後任が誰になるかを決めるのは俺ではなく生徒全員でなくてはならん。
なるほど。
This president is worthy of admiration. As long as his Iron Man is here, I'm sure the next election is going to be a rough one as well.
しかし、霧島君以外に適任がいないのも事実でな。彼女はいっそ留年してもう1年どうですかなどと冗談を言うが、それではあまりに進歩がない。かといって他に遺髪を継がせられる2年もおらん。
なかなか点が厳しい。
エミヤ、お前が一つ下の下級生であったら、おそらくは前乗していたであろうな。
Abdicate? Is he saying he'd give up the position of student council president to me? He says some really scary things.
しかし、まだ時間はある。卒業まで生徒会長を続けることはそう苦ではなし。いや、むしろ延期の機会を与えられたことが幸いでもあるしな。
When Issei had won the elections by an overwhelming majority in the second year, what he set out for was a road towards reformation. But the reason he had won was not because of the need for reformation, but because he was the epitome of student council president, and a few students at the time were focused on reformation itself.
やり残しがあるってことか。
うん。ホムラ原の改革を妨げる要因はまだ取り除かれていない。
そっか。まあ、10年来の暗黙のルールだからな。一期じゃ難しかったか。
せめてあと1年任期があれば、部費の不均等問題や同好会部の適正化問題や校則改正動議なども区切りがつくものを。残念無念。
Issei's regret seeps through his speech. Even though I was only watching from the sidelines, I thought Issei was doing a good job. But if I could say one thing about him, he does have a weird way of showing passion for things. But one reason for that would be that Issei...
これもそれもだな。あの遠坂がいかんのだ。
それか。
遠坂が運動部の型を持ち、修学旅行に干渉し、天津さえ隠然とした影響力で役員を脅しすかして意志をねじ曲げ、結果かようにしてこの改革が遅れたのだ。
Raging all the way down to his core, it was the usual rant from Issei. At this rate, the only outcome is that the person he's ranting about shows up and they get into a fight, or I listen to him until he finishes. Either way.
無駄な労力を遠坂に。あのホムラ原の女会に奪われなければ。
いや、遠坂はあれで結構一世の方針をよく噛み砕いてたと思うけど、他の部長たちみたいに感情で反対してこなかったろ？
わかっている。それゆえに奴に口論で負けるわけにはいかんのだが。ところでエミヤは遠坂の肩を持つのか？
いや、肩を持つっていうかだな。
I know quite well how scary she can be, so in a way, I'm worried about Issei. All I can do is pray that they don't end up mentally destroying each other in a cross-counter fashion.
遠坂め、ここに至って俺の右腕を色仕掛けでもぎに来るとは。敵ながら最も効果的な攻撃を心得ているわ。勝つ。
Issei nods his head. It almost sounds as if he admires her.
ああ、もしかして一世って。
何かあるのか、エミヤ？
遠坂がいないと寂しいのか？
Wow, Issei drew back with amazing speed.
何のことだそれは、エミヤ。ソモさん。
せっぱ。だってほら、寄ると触ると遠坂って言うだろ。一世もさ、ライバルにあいつがいなかったらやりがいがないんじゃないかと。
しっけえな。俺はあのような化粧の好敵手など持ちたいと思ったことはないぞ。
遠坂もきっと同じだって。そういう意味では宿命のライバルだ。
I try smiling, feeling a little refreshed. Homeroom is going to start soon.
時間切れか。この件に関しては後で思うところを確かめるぞ、エミヤ。
いいぞ。遠坂への愚痴ならいくらでも聞いてやる。
引っかかるな、その言い回し。なぜ生温かい目をする？
Well, really, the more we talk about, the more likely it is that Issei will realize that even though he doesn't like Tosaka, they are inseparable rivals.
と、今は教室に急ごう。ここで油売ってると藤姉に先を越される。
藤村先生か。確かに規則違反には容赦がない。急ぐぞ、エミヤ。
Did it on the first day. Fuck Shinji. Just fast forward through. Oh, damn it.